Good afternoon, my name is Alexander Sodi and I will be conducting Verdi's La Traviata here for the Nikki Kai Opera. I'm delighted to be here in Japan for the second time, this time working with the Nikki Kai Opera, and also I've been working with the Yomiuri Orchestra in concerts, who will also be playing this production of La Traviata. So it's very special that we've been playing concerts and are now coming to play the opera together as well. So two very different facets of our musical personality. This is also for me very special to do La Traviata. It's a piece I conducted a lot through my career in opera. I started off in the opera house 20 years ago, playing these operas, coaching these operas, working with singers on these operas. And these were Verdi operas and a lot of bel canto operas by Donizetti and Rossini were how I really started as a conductor in the repertoire system in Germany. This music, I believe, is an amazing training for singers and also for conductors, because it presents a very big technical challenge, precision and fine accompaniment and understanding of the voice and how the breath works for singers. But on top of that requires huge emotional investment. It's a very special repertoire and very important in the development of any artist, I believe. And I'm very grateful that now I do a lot of Strauss and Wagner and large operas, but every time I come back to Verdi, I'm newly inspired by what it has to offer. And this is what I feel, especially with a piece like Traviata. It really is one of the great masterpieces, one of the greatest operas ever written, without a doubt. Yes, one of the most popular, but also one of the greatest. I'm always asking myself, what is it about this piece that makes it so special? And when I come back and work on it, I see even more clearly why. It's a story that can resonate on some level with everyone. Even today, we can associate with these characters. It's not based in mythology, it's not based on legend, it's about real people. Maybe the first signs of the future of Verismo opera, where we are very much relating to these people on the stage. Verdi was insistent when he first wrote it, he wanted it to be set in modern dress, in current day dress, because he wanted, I think, even more that people felt a connection to these characters. They are deeply flawed, deeply human, and deeply emotional, but with feelings, genuine feelings of love and despair and anxiety. And at some point or other, you can sympathize with every role in this opera. Of course, Violetta is who we pin out all our hopes on. But even the father, Germain, at that period of time, you can understand what he expected, and you could understand why he did what he did. But he did not predict or probably even know or imagine that Violetta was as extraordinary as she is. So I think what makes this piece so special is that as an audience, we relate to the singers so clearly. But also this was a time when Verdi was developing even more strongly the art form of opera. He came from bel canto operas, which were very much number-based. You had recit, you had aria, you had an interruption, and then you had another fast section, the cabaletta. There was always a very clear structure. And you could tell that Verdi, in order to increase the dramatic impact, already in this piece is creating much more dramatic impetus. The duet between the father, Germain, and Violetta in the second act is one of the great scenes of opera. Intensely moving, desperately sad, and very, very powerful, because he stretches the boundaries of how opera had been done before. And this is what I think makes it also so unusual, so effective as a piece of drama. It's been very special to work here in Japan again with these fabulous singers. It's a wonderful company with an all-Japanese cast. It's a very special experience. They have beautiful vocal material, but it's also really wonderful to have the time to dive deeper together and to really find the meaning behind what we're doing. And they're so open and full of joy, and we have fun, and we have a sense of fascination about this music, and it's very rewarding to work here. Very special people and very talented people. Many young singers here in these ensembles have also made experiences in Europe or in Italy or in Germany, so they're also coming home with a level of experience and knowledge of all ways of doing it, which makes it a very inspiring working process. So with my message to everyone in the audience is I wish you an incredibly powerful and special emotional journey, and I'm very excited to be here and to be able to perform my first opera in Japan and work with these fabulous singers to create hopefully a very special night of theatre.